Kaboom!
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the AIB Show. This is Dominic.
What?
I don't know why I just said that. I was looking at you and I was like, why are you so... One more time. Why would I even do that? That makes no sense at all.
No, guys. Your name is Amit.
I'm literally looking at you. No, here's why. Here's why.
What a frig.
Oh my God. I'm looking at you right now and you looked, so Dominic just got done telling me that somebody said that we look the same height on this thing, right? Because we're recording and my chair's a certain height or whatever. And I'm looking at Dominic as I'm doing that intro and he looks so small and some like me, or like I would appear to be. And that's why I got all confused. And I was going to say, Dominic, why do you look so small on camera? And then lo and behold, introduce myself the wrong way. Wrong way to say, my name is Amit.
Dominic. All right, so I don't know if you remember the story at UM. Our boy Loesch, he and I went to a hip hop club meeting. You know,
first of all, there's even a hip hop club. It's funny enough. You kind of just blew over that.
So we're introducing ourselves.
What did one have to do to get into said hip hop club?
Just go.
All right.
So we show up to the meeting first day and we're introducing ourselves, and I say to somebody, "Hi, my name is Roshan." His name. I was so tired. I was exhausted. He had like a mini panic attack because he didn't know what to say next. Because then who is he?
Like if you're Roshan, then who am I?
Just like you did. All right.
Yeah, that was wow. Yeah. Okay. Never done that before. Yes. So I'm Amit. This is Dominic. We're coming to you. Recording is always on a Friday. You'll receive this on a Monday. But more interesting than that is, we were just talking about this right before we came on air too, is like yesterday was sports is back to some level for people who care about non-baseball stuff, because football was last night. And we're talking about the fact that I don't do fantasy and stuff like that. And all the text messages are coming in right now for, hey, you doing fantasy football, etc. And I've never done fantasy football. I don't understand why anybody would want to do fantasy football, but I'm obviously in the minority there because it is obviously very popular. And Dominic, for some reason, is not doing it this year. And
no, I'm not doing it with that group, our group, that I started that league.
And you're no longer doing it because?
Theirs is just boring now. There's no trash talking. There's no camaraderie. It's just boring.
Hold up. But isn't it the same people you already know? Like, how is there no trash talking?
No, a lot of them dropped out. They started getting some random people. You know how many people drop out?
I don't know how many people are in it. Forget dropped out. Let's start to how many people are in it?
Probably 10.
10 people and nobody's trash talking?
Yeah. It's called the Cooley League.
But who's Cooley that's in it right now? Just Lotion and Shard?
Yeah, Gopes.
So you got 3 Indian dudes and a bunch of other people that you don't really know?
And Pac.
And ain't nobody talking trash?
Brandon's still in it. No one talks trash. It's boring. It sucks. So I'm not in it.
What's a monetary gain from this?
The entry fee is probably $100 or $200. Went up
$200?
Went up to like 1,000. Fantasy football is great. It's amazing.
Is it?
It makes sports watching so much better. Yeah, if you're in a fun league.
I mean, I just don't watch anyway, so I guess that's why it's different. Hold up, but you didn't watch the game last night?
No.
So you won't watch till, or do you watch any preseason?
No.
Are you watching any Messi?
Highlights. I did watch Women's World Cup, Jamaica. Huge.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. They tied Brazil, I saw.
Tied Brazil, knocked them out.
Oh, hold up. That tie got Brazil out?
Knocked them out, yes.
I did not know that. I know.
So my wife saw the score. My wife saw the score. It said, like a graphic I posted, it said Jam -0, BRA for Brazil -0. She said her first thought was, what the hell is Jamo Bravo?
I don't even know where to go with that now. I don't know where to go with that. I do not help her out at all. I don't. Wow. I'm without speech. I don't know where to go with that.
And we'll talk about Jamaica and talk about Cinderella story. Literally no money.
So that's what I don't get, man. They had to go and crowdfund to get in this.
Yeah. So it was shut down program, I think in 2014. Bob Marley's daughter Cedella, her son came home with a flyer from school. Somebody trying to raise money for the team. So she didn't even realize there was no team anymore. So she led efforts to raise money. And then I believe it was shut down again in 2016. ran out of money, and she led the efforts again. They made it to the World Cup in 2019, and again qualified this time, but they've been struggling. They haven't been paid. Some matches they haven't been paid. They don't know like the itinerary right before they're flying away.
That's what
Evidently,
I
they
was
don't know
hearing.
what airport they're going to, and they have it's a joke.
So what's
And they
interesting
made
about
it not only to the World Cup, they actually won a game, first time winning a game, and they made it to the knockout stage, right? Round of 16, first Caribbean nation to do so.
when's the next game?
Might be Saturday, 2 days ago.
Big fan, big fan.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
but
funny.
I actually watched the second half. It was mad early, like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. I actually watched. It was
Why were
exciting.
you up? You woke up to watch?
I told myself I was going to wake up to watch, and then I didn't, and then I just woke up and put it on. Yeah.
Wow. Because like there's a podcast I listen to in the morning. It's called The Morning Brew. I was telling Dominic about the Morning Brew Daily, which is an awesome podcast. I recommend it for anybody.
Which
especially
Dominic, you or me?
Wow. Moving on. And so the podcast is really good. But what's fun, they called this out actually earlier in, I want to say last week or whenever the World Cup started, about the Jamaica team. So they were giving props to the Jamaican team in general. And they're like, look, I can't believe, and they're saying, look, I can't believe that the Jamaican government or whomever isn't supporting the team like the way it deserves and so on and so forth. And it got traction. And it started getting news or whatever. So I've literally been finding out my Jamaica updates from an American podcast, not about sports, in the morning. That's how crazy that is. And to give them props, because I was like, yo, I should probably be watching a little bit. But I mean, I'll see it on the IG or whatever, and somebody posts. Like even the Jamaica score, like I didn't know the score at all. I knew that they had advanced, and then I saw the score after the fact, and I was like,
they play Tuesday, Colombia.
Okay.
The
Then I saw
goalie,
that,
Colombia.
And I was like, no. And I see Colombia is doing great. Didn't they kick Germany's butt as well?
Yeah, they upset, major upset. They the goalie, she actually went to high school my kids go to. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to make this about you, and you did. Continue. Nice. All right, bro. What you got?
Testifying while black.
Sure, that's going to be a light subject matter. Go ahead.
Interesting phrase. So it's actually something I've been reading up on it. There's some studies out there. I never thought about this. So I guess we'll do a little who knows as well. Do you know what the official language of the US is? Seems like a pretty easy answer.
I would gonna go English.
There is none, surprisingly.
Interesting. Okay.
So, like, you know what? Especially you live in Miami. I live suburbs far from Miami. They a lot of signs they'll be in Spanish also. Often, sometimes some signs will be in Creole, right? When we go to vote or
I've never
airport
seen no Creole signs. Street signs?
No, I said when we go to vote.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right. You know, and if you go into like a DMV or something, you'll see some government stuff. You'll see Spanish.
Yeah, you go to LA and Koreatown, you'll see in Korean as well. Yep, got you.
And I started thinking, people complain about that. They've been complaining. I started thinking it completely makes sense because there's no official language. And when you have a demographic in an area that's their primary language and a significant demographic, it's interesting, right? It's not as if in Miami, it's only a few people speaking Spanish.
True.
Right? You go to Hialeah and it's the majority of people, more than 50%, are Spanish only speaking at home, right? And majority aren't bilingual in certain areas. So comes to the Black community. Different parts of the country, different dialects, but there are non-standard white English vernacular that's common within parts of the Black community. I never thought about how this affects the justice system. I didn't know. So when you think about this, judges and juries make their decisions based on what? Based on what they hear in court, right? But if they can't completely understand what they hear, and again, it's not as if somebody's coming from in America, a country we don't have many people from, like, I don't know, Kazakhstan or something, where this happens every now and then in court. This is literally every day in court, right? So that there are Black people in court. So it's critical that everyone who testifies is clearly understood, but this is not happening. Then you break it down further. Stenography, those individuals that have that weird little machine and record everything that's said.
Mhm.
So they typically only understand, to make it short and quick, white people. They don't understand many black people. And this is critical because transcripts are used. They're recording transcripts. If you're appealing something, the appellate court, the judge, they're reviewing the transcript. But if you're reviewing something that's inaccurate, how can you make an accurate decision? So there's a ton of studies out there showing examples and little things like this, where somebody would say, I thought he was finna shoot me. And it's recorded as he shot me. Two completely different things. Or he be there all the time is recorded as, in a major case, as we are there all the time. He be there is vastly different than we are there. Self-incriminating, right? It was no he. So it's things like that where if the justice system cannot understand a significant populace that's, of course, we know, I'll keep it light, disproportionately affected by the justice system. And if they can't, because of the way some of that populace is speaking, can't be understood, it's a major problem. Major problem.
So who's doing research on this? Like, how did this even come to light?
Yeah, so they had audio studies, and other people, independent people there, recording it and listening, and then comparing it to the transcripts. So what I didn't know is many courts have transcripts. It's really cool. There's an audio system that's immediately transcribing.
Yeah, my old boss created that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
immediately.
That's actually new.
Oh, then the stenographer in real time is amending what the, basically, I guess you could call it like AI, is hearing, recording, and the stenographer in many counties is then changing that quickly based on what they hear. But the computer and even the person listening are still off and off, right? 30%, 40% incorrect. That's major.
No, that's
right?
huge.
It's factual. I mean, factual or infactual issues that can lead to just bad results when you think about it. If
That's madness, Doug.
you know, so I don't know how this is fixed, because what's interesting is one study said it's not just white stenographers, it's also happening with black stenographers, right? Because again, black people aren't a monolith. Not all black people talk the same. So the black stenographers, it turns out, are people who aren't accustomed to hearing black people talk like this. So it's not like it's a racist thing or anything like that, but it's something disproportionately affecting black people in the court system, which they're already screwed in, right? So it's just another example of the fallacy of liberty and justice for all.
So that's why you're asking. Okay, so before this, Dominic was asking me if I could. I had a recording. I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. So to this very end, there was one of my boys in LA is a lawyer, and I don't remember if he was on the defense or the other. It's irrelevant. But somebody on the stand was Jamaican and gave gave her testimony, and nobody could understand what the hell she was saying. So it had to get translated. So it got sent over to me. I think I sent it to you as well to make sure that I was doing it correctly.
To double check.
I was like, yo, man, did I get all this right? Because she was like legit. And there's points where Dominic and I were like, could she mean this? Like, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And we understand it. Like, I'd say 98+%. Like, I got it. But there were points where I was like, man, I don't know what she's saying here, because this is a different use that I'm familiar with. And it was hilarious that it had sent this. So I had to sign a letter saying that I'm, born and raised in Jamaica for X number of years. So I have some credibility in this scenario, whatever, and to give it to him. So it was hilarious to do that and get that out there. So, and it's just, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was right. But when you think about it, that Jamaican person, it's a smaller percent, right?
Yeah.
So, but that could also, it's tough, that could drastically affect the court system. But
I think in that situation, they go into it going, hey, I know I don't know what the hell this person
Right.
is
So we
saying.
need an
I need
expert.
somebody.
Right.
Versus,
Exactly.
I understand this cat. And he's
Yeah.
like,
Or
no, you
they
don't.
think they understand,
Yeah.
but no, they don't.
Yeah.
Correct.
Damn, that's interesting. I did not know that. Look at that. Learned some from Dominic this morning. All right. Okay. So it's so the point being we still don't know what's going on there, but it's
I don't know this.
getting better.
You see, I don't. No one's really. It's kind of what we do. We talk about problems with no solution. I haven't
Whoa,
read
I'm
about
all
a
about.
solution.
No, I ain't got no
I
solution.
haven't read about a solution to this.
I'm trying to solve our
You know?
podcast issues and making it better, and I haven't been able to solve it with one
I'm
audience
not exactly helping
member,
that.
and Dominic is fighting against change. As I mean, this man just trying to find a way to make sure that we do not progress, I should say. So yeah, okay. All right, we'll move on to something a little lighter. Did you see Barbie?
No, but you and I guess someone else in our chat said it's really good.
It's good, really good. It's entertaining as hell. It's funny.
I've never even watched the preview.
That's
like, I can't
why. Because it doesn't. No, I can't explain it to you. You're not going to get it. The preview did nothing for it in a good way. The preview did not give away.
Why did you watch it?
Because it was like a bunch of gyms like, look, we got to go check this out. I'm like, all right, let's go. So it was like, we went, no joke. I think it was like 15 or 17 people went. Like, it's not like a small number. We all went. Knowing that, but I like
doing well numbers wise.
Crush it, bro. It's about to hit $1 billion. It's like one of the top 100 grossing films of all time. It's making stupid money.
What?
Yeah, you should definitely go see it. Man, you even have a daughter, son. Be better. Take your kid to. Has she seen it?
No, she's away at camp.
So you got TVs at camp, or then
No,
the kids to the movies.
There's,
They don't
dude,
take
it's
kids to the
7
movies?
weeks of zero electronics. Like nothing.
Really?
You're disconnected. Yeah.
So you're paying money to give them less?
Yeah.
All right, noted. That's American problems right there if I ever seen it. But okay. But you should see. You have a daughter. I would definitely. It doesn't even matter if you have a daughter or not. I think it's a really freaking cool movie. It's worth seeing, and it's creative, and it's funny, and it's cool, and it's just it's good. So I recommend it. But then on that same vein, because obviously Hollywood is what Hollywood does, and they're building a whole Barbie verse now. Right, which means that the next few movies will probably be way more mediocre than the first, because the first is groundbreaking. Now Crayon is getting in the mix too, and Crayon is trying to make their own movie. And I'm just gonna let that be, because I don't know what the hell that even means. But then again, I don't think you can make a Barbie movie either. So what do I know?
No, I mean Barbie movie makes a lot more sense. A crayon's gonna be like, what's the word? Not amorphic. You know when
yeah, no, it's not anthropomorphic. You just said amorphic around the path. Yeah, giving life to
are they like gonna be like the M&M peanuts now, like with legs, or like Mr. Potato Head?
I got nothing for you, man. It could just be people in different colors, and they could just be that, and that's the whole thing too.
So basically, like a Benetton ad.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's anybody who's actually certain shades of color of crayons. But either way, so there's that. Yo, are you watching Justified?
Oh, I forgot.
Bruh, it's 4 episodes in. It's pretty damn solid. Pretty damn solid for those of you watching. It's on FX or Hulu. And
I wanted to name my son after him.
You want to name your son Rayland?
Yeah. Not with a D. Don't throw in a D.
It's Rayland?
Yeah.
You wanted to name your son of Jewish, Italian, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, whatever ancestry, Rayland.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. And your wife obviously vetoed that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you went kind of close.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. All right.
I was wondering when that would register.
Yeah, I didn't do the maths. I carried the one now and I get it. So there's that, right? Then I'm just talking about general TV stuff, right? Then Idris Elba's got a show on Apple that just finished up right now called Hijack. Now, I'm an Idris fan.
Extraction 2.
Idris in Extraction 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where he's got a bit part. Yeah. And that movie was fun. It's foolish.
It's better than the first.
Yeah, just all action all the time.
Yeah.
So he's got a show on Apple TV Plus, 7 episodes called Hijack. Now, I like Idris, and I like a good British show. But man, this show is pointless.
Good to know.
Entertaining, just foolish the whole time, right? General premise, without giving anything away, hijackers take over a plane. Idris is on said plane. He is on the plane, and his job is he's a negotiator, not for like criminals or whatever. He's a business negotiator, so he gets business deals done. He's like the guy. He comes in, he goes, "Yeah, I'll strike a deal with whomever. I'm that awesome for like major companies or whatever." So he's smart, like he's a baller, and he knows how to talk to people. So then his role is he takes it upon himself to be the guy on the plane trying to negotiate with the hijackers to get various things for passengers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as I'm watching this show more and more, no, it's entertaining, right? No, again, it's worth watching. It's a TV. Here's what I mean.
I thought you said it's not worth watching.
That's what I'm saying. No, I just said it was pointless, not worth watching. Pointless meaning the whole show. I'm like, man, if I was a hijacker, I'd have just shot this man in 2 seconds for trying to talk to him all the time.
Alert! Like, come on.
It's Idris. You know he ain't gonna die, man. It's show's about him.
Come on.
Right, but again,
so should I watch it?
Yeah, it's far. You like shit like that, so you like it.
I finished the Kiefer Sutherland one.
You actually rabbit hole? You went down the rabbit hole?
I did. I finished it.
And?
Not bad. It's decent.
You're lying. Man, every episode somebody else brought in the mix, and I was like, really? Like, it was so far-fetched. By episode 3, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Not bad.
Not good either.
No.
Okay. And then on that same note is a show called Special Ops Lioness. So this is a pretty good cast, right? And it is it's the same dude who did Yellowstone, and so on, and meaning it's in the same vein as those. So you've got, for this particular one, and they're in essence recruiting a female Marine, and she's got to go undercover and get information so they can take out a target. Simple premise. There's only 3 episodes aired so far, maybe 4 by now.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's Paramount Plus, specifically for Paramount Plus. But it's so just basic. Like I have not invested in any of these characters. It's so just pointless. I don't know how to describe it. There's that. I'm watching it. I'm like, now mind you, with that being said, that's a mid review. It's crushing it numbers wise. Apparently, it's Paramount Plus greatest or highest rated whatever. And I think it's pointless. So I defer to y'all to watch it. But those are things going on TV right now that are out there, and worth or not worth checking out. And the last one's Oppenheimer that I'm going to see on Sunday. So I have no note on that yet. But that's 3 hours of my day I'm giving away. Not giving away, dedicating to this film. And I got to watch the Sunset Place, dog. Place still exists. Yeah. There's an IMAX here. It's only IMAX. One of the only IMAX theaters.
Oh, I was thinking. No, you also lived at a place, Sunset something.
Sunset Gardens, man.
Yeah, that's what
2 different places. Pun intended. All right, what you got?
And
thank you for all the feedback and the commentary throughout that whole segment. I appreciate it for adding to it.
No, what I called you out when you said the Idris show.
No, it's all good. It's all
good. And then you said watch it.
No, keep going.
You did say it sucks.
This guy just freaking radio silent. Mitch, just talk amongst yourselves. Nobody's
Well, you are the
this guy.
The
no help.
Hollywood expert.
No help.
I know my role.
Wait, you can't add in some layman situation? What are the people thinking, Dominic?
The people are thinking that butterfly effect or whatever name, rabbit hole is good.
Continue.
Real quick. So I didn't realize I didn't know how this fell under the rug, so to say, and missed the news. Do you know that Trump
fell under the radar, not under the rug? It swept under the rug, yes. And it falls under the radar.
Do you know earlier this year that Trump lost a civil suit for sexual appeal? I had no idea.
Yeah.
That
you know it came from that? Yeah.
I didn't know, but now technically, and the reason they appealed and lost was because of the New York definition of penile penetration has to be rape, where a digit or anything else is not. And the jury felt that I guess he used his hands and penetrated this woman, and not his. Can we say that?
Hold up, you've cursed there. You can feel free, keep going, dog. You just say pee, leave it at that.
Yeah, but what's interesting is, and we've talked about this hypocrisy before. The whole world is hypocrisy, but I don't agree, but I with people who love off Biden. But I guess I get it. I don't agree with people who love off DeSantis.
Hold up, who loves off Biden?
People do. People do. The loving off Trump based on what you're loving for. Like some people just like him because he's free-spirited. Other people like him because they believe he's honorable, integrity, speaks the truth, is decent, is a man of faith. What world is this? Like, how are people seeing this stuff? Right?
Because
He's been
no, but
charged
hold
with
up.
54 felonies.
Yeah.
54. If there was a black guy charged with 2 felonies, he'd be a criminal.
And Dominic froze. Yep. Still frozen. Frozen. Frozen.
All right,
You're
back.
back.
Been
Yeah.
charged in New York and his sons for hundreds of $1 million of
Frozen. 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 This man paid for the cheapest internet possible. You're back again, Doug.
I wasn't frozen. I'm looking at you.
Nothing. No sound came out. And now no sound coming out again. Guy,
Can
one
you
more
see
time.
me?
I can see you frozen, which is why I said frozen.
No.
Frozen.
Then you can hear me if you get
Now I can. No, I could. Now I can hear you. You're back now.
All right.
I think I think it's when you're going off in a try by Trump, it's stopping. So
you know what it is? It's the man listening. The man listening. No, it's just remarkable.
No,
like,
but you
know
full well
to
people
be conservative and religious and care
no, but
about
you,
like
no, because people how do I say it? People we discussed it before, right? People are very not unlike generally speaking.
They don't actually care about the things they say they care about.
No, they definitely don't. But they don't want to. But they also they don't want to be proven wrong either. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though all these things are out there, now mind you, these are all the criminal charges, all the current cases he's fighting. People forget and they go, oh, everybody's out to get him now and whatever else, right? Political, whatever. Same people who say that the current government can't get anything done think that the same government who can't get anything done can get all this done. So I'm like, all right, man, figure out where you stand on this. Number one. Number two is people forget all the court cases and whatever before the man was in court forever before being president for everything from fraud and everything else as well. So the man is obviously not being penalized now. The man is just a career criminal, straight up. An orange career criminal.
Yeah.
So I can't even say
he's banned from ever having a charity in New York
because he's a criminal.
Yes.
The same man who's in the Central Park 5 should be put to death before hearing anything else.
Exactly.
The same idiot, and I use that term very lovingly because the man is just that. That is not. Yeah, that is just fact. Actually, I think we can say that's fact. Actually, yeah, is all that the man. But again, people will double down on their own beliefs. And now you've got me on this Trump tribe. And I want to talk about this man at all. So let's talk about something else. And now's when you want to talk to your wife. So I'm going to keep filibustering here. And now you're back. Okay.
Dogs.
Oh, dogs. Okay. So you were talking to the dogs, asking the dogs to be quiet? And
they're barking their ass off.
Okay. Do you want to go into your next segment that you have on this situation, or am I moving on here, guy?
I say move on till the dog stops.
This production value is amazing. I don't know who's ever watched the show. The production value is amazing. Well, let's go into some general thoughts here. Number one, I'm gonna need some actual commentary from you as well as we go along, right? Your boy Elon.
I don't know. All right, go on. My bad.
No, keep going. Just keep going on that thought. I don't know, and just go. I'm just gonna give Elon.
I don't understand.
Tell me your thoughts.
I'm not a marketer. I'm not that. But this rebranding of Twitter, if it needed one, is one thing. I don't know if it did, right? But you'd think they'd have focus groups and everything. This rebranding is just beyond peculiar. X, right? It's X.
But all those companies have X.
It's not even a cool X, right? It's weird X. They're not called tweets anymore. He literally said they'd be called X's, right? And you re-X, you like instead of retweet, you're re-Xing. I've been banned, not banned, suspended. So I don't even go on there anymore because I can't use it. I haven't been on Threads, Instagram's version, Zuckerberg's version, but I used to enjoy Twitter. Like I don't. And this man is seemingly going to be losing. It might be one of the worst investments in the history of the world.
Virgin, the man's losing a truckload of money on this. But not only that, what's also interesting about this too is now he's filing suit because he's filing suit against, I forget the organization. There's an organization for like core values or whatever. And he's filing suit against them saying they've turned advertisers against him. And that's why he can't get ad revenue, which I find comedic. But yeah, he's doing right now. So he's pulling them from the Trump card. But also the man put an X on the top of his building in San Francisco without notifying anybody, meaning the government, etc. When you put a billboard up,
Yeah, I don't think he got like permits from like the
but
municipality.
Again, when you're rich, you just kind of do what you wouldn't. Oops, you can't do that, and then he took it out the next day. But apparently, this had its strobe lights. So if people lived across, they were getting strobe lights into their apartment at odd hours of the night.
I did
all
not
hours
know
of the
that.
night. And
You
it
remember
wasn't
that Seinfeld episode?
One more time.
You remember the Seinfeld episode with the Kenny
Yeah,
Rogers?
no, that's what it was compared to. It was compared to it was Kenny Rogers Roasters across the street from Kramer's apartment. And it was that kind of vibe, but at least that was like a standard, like steady red light. This is a strobe. So this was just a massive flash of white light would come through and then go away. And it was white. And then another massive flash of white lights every few seconds. So you can't sleep like that, obviously. So this caused a harumph, and then eventually he had to take it down. Right? I don't know if I use it correctly.
Caused a what?
Yeah, I don't know if you can use it.
What?
Harumph? Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Freak is
The
a
thing,
harumph.
it's like I'm using it incorrectly, but it is a term. And
Probably caused a kerfuffle.
Yes, that's better. That's better. So that's number one. Taco Bell is up for a class action suit, which again, America. And here's why. The class action suit is because they're saying that the Mexican pizzas advertised and the crunch wraps, they're advertised of having way more meat than the actual Mexican pizza / whatever. Has anybody been to any restaurant or watched any show? And I mean any. Go look at a McDonald's burger on TV versus the burger you're seeing. Go look at a Coke poured in the loveliest way in a glass on TV in a commercial versus what you're actually consuming. First of all, it ain't real food.
I was going to say, have you seen those all the hacks they do to make?
Yes, it's not
like
real.
Shaving cream instead of whipped cream and like all those things they do that are fake and not actual or real.
Yes, this is the foolishness. And now it's a class action lawsuit, which I find which means, I mean, if this is a money grab by the lawyer, I don't know what is, but this is just foolish. And I'm biased for Taco Bell. Mexican pizza's on point.
I mean, Taco Bell in the Mount Rushmore of fast food chains.
It's up there.
It's not even debatable.
You're on
Mount
board
Rushmore's not top 4?
No, I'm saying it is, but hold up. You're on board with Taco Bell?
I mean, it's not healthy, but it's like Chick-fil-A's not healthy, but it tastes good. McDonald's to me sucks.
Okay, what's your top 4? Now I'm curious. What's your Mount Rushmore fast
Taco
food?
Bell, probably number 1.
Really? You?
Yeah.
I would not expect that
I
from
took
you.
my kids for the first time last year.
This is why I would not expect that from you. Okay, what's next?
I put my name as D, because you had to do those
yeah,
kiosks,
it's not a kiosk.
right? Put my name as D Nuts. Kids loved it, right? Hello.
You went with your kids, and this is what you did.
Yeah.
Getting moron, man.
So I go Taco Bell. I go Chick-fil-A.
See, I can't support the Chick-fil-A.
No. Oh, listen, I know you don't support them, but we're talking like
I find it kind of blah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's
but its competitors are Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's.
So I've never had a Wendy's burger because the square burger round bun thing can never get a.
I don't know if they still have square burgers.
I don't even know. I haven't been to Wendy's. Now Wendy's chicken sandwich on point. They had a
KFC Jamaica.
Okay, KFC Jamaica.
That's probably number 1 actually.
Right, so Taco Bell and KFC.
I just knocked Taco Bell up. But I don't know if we're doing ranking or just Mount Rushmore. 4.
No, Mount Rushmore, top 3, top 4.
KFC Jamaica.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
I'm with you there.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, I gotta find number. Okay.
Even In-N-Out is overrated. I may go
is In-N-Out fast food?
Of course, it's.
No, I don't.
It takes 10 minutes to get it. Or
is it fast casual? So In-N-Out and Chipotle, not the same thing.
No, Chipotle is fast casual.
Okay, so
even though you get it quicker than you would get a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right.
I may go.
Is there a good sandwich joint?
I may go.
I gotta Google fast food. I'm
Five
literally drawing a blank. Five Guys is a good burger. All right, so I'll support Five Guys.
So I go Five Guys, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, and KFC Jamaica.
Fast food restaurants.
People out there, can you knock any of those off?
I'm trying to see what top. I'm curious.
Look. Okay, so on the live stream on Facebook right now, Gilbert is saying, "Don't talk shit about Chick-fil-A."
No, I'm just saying I can't support their cause. Is all I'm saying.
Right.
You know, so by default, I don't go there very often. Often is not the word. I don't go there at all.
And the truth is, we shouldn't be eating any of this food. Poison.
No, first of all, eat all of it. It's really good. Don't listen to Dominic. Don't listen. Hold up. So I'm looking. Okay, first of all, from across the web, I typed in fast food restaurants top 100. Right. It's got McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Subway, which is garbage.
You're gonna get that Jollibee and all that stuff.
No, no. Here's what's fun. No, Jollibee's is not. This is not big enough yet in America. Well, I just typed. I didn't put an area. Taco Bell, KFC, Arby's. Arby's is not good. Chipotle, they listed here as fast food. Five Guys for sure. Pizza Hut, they put here as fast food, which I don't think that's possible. But I'm wrong. But I don't even like Pizza Hut anyway. Sonic. When was the last time we had Sonic? Have you ever had Sonic?
Never had Sonic.
Yeah. See, that's a weird thing. You see the commercials for everywhere, and yet it's not in any place we live.
There's one that's the same thing. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast.
Oh yeah. That's Damn it! It'll come back to me in a second. That is crap. It'll come back to me. It'll come back. They have Dunkin' Donuts. Now, I do love Dunkin' Donuts, but I don't know if that's considered fast food, though, because I'm not going there for a meal. Going there for coffee and some stuff. See? And Gilbert says Sonic is bomb, and I think I remember it being bomb, but I don't remember ever going to a Sonic. I mean, I remember going once, like in some weird part of Florida.
Sonic here in Florida, like down here.
You only know of one?
Yeah.
Oh, Checkers is what's another one.
Ooh, back in the day. Yeah. Back in the day. Right. But no, they dropped off. But back
then they got
fries
Dairy Queen. The fries were on point. They got Dairy Queen because Dairy Queen does everything. It's called Dairy Queen, by the way. And you go there for a Blizzard, but beyond that, they got burgers and chicken. They have everything. So the name is kind of lost its meaning.
Yo, are you into custard?
You got to keep going with the statement. I don't know where that, like flan. Does that count? I like flan.
It's funny you said that because I talked to somebody the other day and we both said we used to think custard was like flan. No.
It's not?
No, like custard it looks just like ice cream but smoother. It looks like soft serve. Custard.
Flan.
Should it? No, custard.
I don't, man. You can't even make
Google
it up.
Custard right now. It's so BurgerFi has.
See, he likes flan too. He likes flan. Custard.
BurgerFi has a custard that is unreal, and I just had last week a place called Witt's Frozen Custard, and they do what Dairy Queen does with the Blizzard, and they blend it together. Custard has, my understanding, is more dairy than ice cream, and also has to have a ton of yolks.
God, that'll wreck my belly then.
Ton of egg yolks. Custard is absolutely amazing. It's a different texture. You see it? You Google it?
Well, I Googled custard, and it came up as custard ice cream, and I was like, but what about just custard?
Just Google like frozen custard.
Frozen now. I'm looking at it. Custard is a variety of culinary preparations based on sweetened milk, cheese, or cream cooked with egg yolk to thicken it, and sometimes also flour, cornstarch, or gelatin. Depending on the recipe, custard may vary in consistency from thin pouring sauce to a thick pastry cream used to fill eclairs. Oh, see, so there you go. So there's a variety. So flan does constitute custard as well.
That's probably why I thought that. But I'm talking like the commercialized. You go, you want an ice cream? No, I want some custard. Boom.
I've never had that in my life.
Joe, check it out, dog. It's a game changer.
Yeah, but I would have to be close to my house if I'm going to have that too, man. I can't be going out. My belly would not be
game changer.
My belly would wreck me, dog. All right. But yeah, okay, so it's fast food thing, right? Then they got Popeyes, Jack in the Box. That's a West Coast game, and I've never actually been to a Jack in the Box, but that's West Coast. In-N-Out, Starbucks, they got here as fast food, which I don't know if that's true or false. Panera's blah. Whataburger, never had it.
Never had.
Carl's Jr., that's the one you're talking about. Hardee's on one side,
yes,
Carl's
Hardee's
Jr.
on one side. Carl's, yeah.
Jimmy John's, I hear a lot of things about this. I've been to a Jimmy John's sandwich shop, pretty mediocre.
Jimmy John's sucks.
Yeah.
You ever been to Las Patas down here?
Now, Las Patas is awesome, but Las Patas is not like we can't count that in the fast food game because it's like 5 stores, maybe.
True. But Las Patas is the bomb.
Yeah. Panda Express. Man, I used to love me some Panda Express. That's fast
Mount
food.
Rushmore. It's not Mount Rushmore.
And there's a place here called Culver's. I don't know what the hell Culver's is.
Yeah, Culver's is another ice cream kind of that has food and sandwiches, but its origin is ice cream.
Oh, all right. See, didn't know that. So I'm still missing. I've only got, I've got Subway, I've got KFC, I've got Five Guys. I don't have another one.
Did you say Subway?
No, sorry. I'm looking at something. I said it. Sorry. Taco Bell. Good Lord.
What is with you today, dog?
I don't know, man. I'm all over the place. And yeah. Ooh. All right. Let's move on before I say something else. That's.
I got another. Did you know?
Okay.
You know? You ever heard of a skeuomorph?
No. Here's what's funny about this. I saw you write that down here, and I was like, I might have pronounced that. Now I'm going to try. You sure you pronounced it right?
Yeah, I am.
You sure?
Yep.
Spell it for the audience.
SKEUOMORPH. S-Q-U-M-O-R-P-H.
So the morph part I knew. The first part I was a little bit off on, but continue. What is a skew morph?
It's something that used to have functional value, but now is only has an aesthetic purpose.
Use it in a sentence.
Yeah, I can give you an example.
No, use it in a sentence.
An example. Here's this. An example of a skeuomorph is blank.
That's a pretty mediocre way to use it.
On your phone, when you take a picture, you hear a click. Why do we hear a click? The clicking comes from actual cameras when the shutter would open and close. That's the click. But now we're used to it, so we've transformed it to a phone. It has no functional value whatsoever.
So that's a skew morph.
That's a skew morph. Another example, rivets on jeans. Never thought of it. Why are rivets on jeans?
Man, I heard a whole podcast about that back in the day, and I forgot.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was for the miners.
When they first made jeans.
Yeah, it was for the miners.
Yeah.
Stitching for all the pockets and everything wasn't strong enough to hold, say, the miners' tools and gold nuggets and things they put in their jeans. So the rivets were there to secure it stronger, the stitching. Now we're not friggin' mining in jeans, right?
They're mining like Lululemon pants.
So they're just for aesthetic purposes. Just look, they put them there still because people are used to seeing them there, but they serve no purpose whatsoever.
I'm actually trying to. I'm actually thinking. I don't think my current jeans have rivets anymore. Honestly, like I think
you have the flat. Sometimes I'll have just a flat
circle thing, whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a button, just like a flat.
I don't think I got to look at it. I don't think it even has it anymore. But all right. Here's a random one that I heard about this week, and maybe you did as well. A zoo in China has denied claims that its bears are real people in bear suits after video surfaced of the bears standing.
Yeah, that's in my notes. It's
so
amazing. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It looked like a human.
It looked like a pretty crap bear suit to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the ass of the bear looked so fake. It's gonna sound weird. Like it just wrinkled up like a piece of
it looked like a costume, man. I don't believe this. I don't believe the zoo at all. Right. But what I will say too, man,
it it waved too. It stood up on its
But what I will say is, like, if I'm the dude who's doing that, like, I'm gonna have to sit on all fours. You feel me? Like if I'm like, hey guys, we're dressed up, we ain't got no bears and we got people coming in there. I'm gonna need you to stand on all fours. I cannot have you standing on your two hind legs and just chilling. Like this bear looks fake as hell. So I don't, it blew my mind. So for those of you there, Google it. The bear lost a lot of weight. It's true. The bear looked mad emaciated too.
Yeah, that bear did. I've never seen a bear so skinny.
For real, man. That bear, I was like, yo, dog, you're gonna have to plump up a little bit. You got wintertime coming. That bear has not eaten in a minute, right? And then with dudes getting in suit situation, you saw the dude who paid like $20K or whatever it was to look like a dog.
I saw you post that.
Insane. And it looked like a big dog, and then he moved a little bit and he looked ridiculous, but he's a crazy person? Take that back.
Now when you say, look, I saw the pictures. It's not a costume.
So I don't know what it is, man. But I'm saying, even if it's a costume, I think that's a pretty lavish expense. But again, who am I to tell people to spend their money? But I think it's just crazy, only because I keep using the word crazy. I'm not gonna use that. It's very weird for me. But then there's somebody in the UK who did something similar to that with British pounds and did it on. He made himself look like, I think it was a fox or something like that, or another animal of sorts, and blew my mind. Like I was like, why is this a thing? Yeah, crazy in so many ways.
Oh, is there a place called Brahms?
Yeah, so I saw that, but I don't know Brahms. I need to Google that. That's a fast food place. We just got
is that like
Brahms.
A Texas thing?
Brahms Ice Cream Parlor. So that's for you. And I even know where there is a Brahms. Oh, there's. Nope. Ain't no Brahms anywhere around where I'm at. But yeah, is Brahms. It's probably Texas. Yeah, there's literally on things. Is Brahms only a Texas thing? Texas and Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, places I never been. So yeah,
my first thought was
what?
Nothing.
What's what?
Think of like somebody could do marketing for Brahms, like LeBron.
That's where you went. You went LeBron, and this is how creative you are. No wonder you're not in marketing. Now you know why you're not in marketing. LeBron, this man says. Friggin'
LeBron
moron.
James.
Friggin' moron.
You hear about that woman in oh, where was she? I don't remember what state actually. She went to Target in blackface.
I did not hear about it.
Arcelia Campbell. Look at the show notes. You can even see
No,
a
I'm
picture.
seeing. No, I'm seeing the picture, but I didn't hear the story.
So she went a couple viral videos. She went to Target and she went to Starbucks, in brown face, just going on rants. She got fired from post office, evidently for threatening to kill people. But her face is up in the post office, actually, like one of those like wanted posters.
Mhm.
Like, do not come in here. If she's here, call the police. She's trespassing. And she went to Target. She's like, I don't even shop at Target, but no one can recognize me. Ha 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 ha. And saying she's going to apply for a job. And
Hold up. She went to Target, a place she doesn't go to frequently, to apply for a job in blackface, assuming that would be the way to go about getting said job.
Yes.
I want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And she's saying Lester Holt once did whiteface, so I can do blackface. It's fine.
Did Lester
And
do whiteface?
Evidently,
What is whiteface?
I read that he was impersonating some British singer like a decade ago. Yeah.
But that was also like sanctioned by NBC when they do the whole dress you up things versus
Yes.
him doing it himself. But either way.
Plus
Okay.
there's nothing. Blackface was actually a demeaning and derogatory thing and a mockery, last century. Hence the issues with it, where it'd be one thing if the purpose was to uplift and embrace. That's not the purpose of.
So you're saying her
blackface
blackface was not an uplifting dynamic for her to get this job? So hold up. So the fair to say she didn't get the job?
Right. But I'm saying so that you should see on social media and people posting other, like her daughter came out and said, sorry, we're getting her the help she needs. Right. But the woman came out with a more racist post. I'm trying to say what she said. Oh, about the blacks. And she kept going all this stuff. Right. Should people like this get a pass?
I don't know what you mean. Pass from whom?
Society, from their job, for whatever, for having what some people say is a mental issue, a mental breakup. This is why we need experts like Dr. Lena Haji, right? Psychology service.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, hold up, but I don't know if she needs a pass. She could just literally be racist. I don't know.
That's where I'm getting to.
Yeah.
That's where I'm getting
Should Trump
to.
get a pass?
The default is always, they're having some issues, but what if this just is the person, not issues?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know this person. I can't diagnose. She could just be racist.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that. And also, I just realized before we wrap up here real quick, you mentioned the bear being in your notes. If you had read the notes, you'd have noticed the bear was in my notes like 12 points ahead of that, right? And I was like, what are you talking about? But this is proof point. You don't look at the show notes before we
hold on. I don't see it.
Right above DeSantis doing more racist things. Yeah, Ron DeSantis does racist. But I don't need to get into that. That we know already. But yeah, that's wow. Well done, Dominic. Well done. As and the Jamaican football team is also on here too. But in any event,
no, I knew that. That's why I said we get into it later when we talk.
All right. Well, I think that's we should wrap it up for today. It's unless you got something else.
I do not. Eat better. Don't eat this junk food. Taco Bell, Brahms, Dairy Queen,
or
Chick-fil-A.
Give us your Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants, and it better not be a Brahms or someplace like that that's just in Tejas. Like let's expand it a little bit. And speaking of which, I've not had Chipotle in quite some time, but I do like it. But every time I have it, man, belly not doing so solid. Like 100% of the times. No, I do no beans.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
you do the salad dressing.
Salad dressing? No, I'm my burrito.
Even if it's a burrito, yeah, you gotta throw it in there, mix it up.
Says the guy who's saying that he's trying to lose weight or whatever, throwing salad dressing on a burrito.
I don't eat burritos.
Or on your bowl. No, I don't want the burrito because the tortilla is so fatty, whatever. Let me have all the dressing.
No, not because of that. Because I prefer it. Like I would do a Mount Rushmore of veggies. Like I prefer veggies.
Yeah, but when you drown them in dressing, there's no point.
I don't anymore. I used to, yes.
You just said you did it in your burrito bowl.
I know. I'm giving you advice.
But how is that info? You just some people eat well, and you say put dressing in a burrito bowl, and you're giving who advice?
Whatever. Eat better.
Take it easy, everybody.
Justice over order.